Want to know how to make an owl out of spoons and butter knives? This isn't the way to make a spoon owl, but it's a way, my way, and willing to share it with you. So take a look. Forewarning, this might be a multiple episode type thing, but all right. First thing I do is I just draw some straight lines on my welding board. You know, welding board like I'm a chef or some shit. But it just helps with keeping stuff aligned. So do it if you can, but you don't have to, right? So you're gonna want a couple of regular spoons. So that's just a piece of steel rod. And if you don't have steel rod, just use a nail. Cut the head off, all right? Use that. Seriously, use it. So what we're gonna do is weld the spoons onto the rod, right? You can see where this is where like the line of straightness comes in handy. All right, so we're gonna wanna weld these in place and have those just touch each other. So those are welded in, so we want to cut that rod off right on the end. All right, so that's cut, and now here's the spoon with the handle still. And we're going to stack this one on top of it. Now, just see that gap right there? So I like to bring that down to like right there. So we're going to weld these two to that spoon handle. All right, so that's on. Now we want to do the same as the double one, but do three spoons. Same as what we did, so weld the 3 to that cluster now, so they'll become one unit. Okay, so make another one of these. You want 2. So there's our 2. One will be the front, and one will be the back. All right, and then this next one, you can use like big nails. I just have some steel rod. These are basically going to be the legs. So let's cut 2 pieces off of this, and I'll get a measurement, give you an idea of the length. All right, so take the front of the body, flip that over, and we're gonna weld those legs onto these points here. Okay, so those will become the legs. Now, these are longer than what we really need, but depending on where we're gonna mount this and what type of wood it's gonna go on, you want that extra length and you cut it to size later, okay? Gotta jump ahead, sorry. So get 3 handles. Use any handles you like, from a spoon, a fork, a knife, whatever. I like to use 3, and you can go as ornate as you want with them. Choice is yours. So for me, I like to have the center one just a little longer than the outside ones, and keep that center handle longer on there. You'll see why in a moment. So basically, you're gonna weld that on the backside to wherever you think it looks good. Super long tail, shorter tail. I think we'll go like right there. All right, that's flipped over, so we're gonna weld that spoon handle to the other spoon handle where that anchor point is. All right, so with that welded in place, we now have the front and the back. Now we just want to add what I call the breastplate. So it'll be 2 spoons welded together, then we'll weld them onto this top part. We got to cut those, that handle that's sticking out. Those got to go. We're done with them. So with our 2 sides, now we're going to attach them together. So this is when you want to determine how thick you want your owl to be. Let me show you kind of a general rule of thumb that I use to determine the width. So what I did was I welded in a piece of rod onto one side, put them together, and then reached in with the welding tip and tack that in. All right, so for the width, what I like to do is have it wide enough for a tablespoon to fit in between those feathers there, right? And just kind of caps off the leg area right there. So I knocked out another one real quick. See, that tail's a bit different from this one. All right, so we're gonna call that quits for part 1, all right? And then for part 2, we'll do the wings, the eyes, and then maybe the head, or the head will be part 3. All right, well, that's it for me. I'm going in. You'll have a great night, and whoa. I almost fell. Keep creating stuff. All right, bye.